Hi guys, and welcome to MonteysStyle. Today we are doing taste. Today we're doing what? Collard greens. I know I've showed you plenty of times how to make collard greens a different way, but this is the way I make them. This is the way my father makes them, and I actually enjoy this way better than all of the other ways I have showed you because people want me to show them different ways, and I told you I would show you how to make them my way. So the best way to make a good pot of collard greens is first clean them, and clean them well. But get yourself a large pan, pour at least 2 cups of water in it. Then add yourself some, one of my secret ingredients that my father did, is some apple cider, champagne, and some vegetable broth. And then what you add in there is some peppers, some, not thyme, some Italian seasoning, some seasoning salt, some garlic, and some onions and peppers, which is green and red. And here are my collard greens. And let's not forget my drink. That's good, Ron. Rum and Coke, no calories. That's good. So you put that in your pot and you let that boil for at least a half an hour so everything gets all mixed in and cooking at the same time. If you would like, you can add in a smoked turkey wing, a smoked turkey leg to add more flavor. But a lot of my friends are vegans and vegetarians, so I don't add that into my collard greens. So, what we're going to do now, since all of this is already mixed in, we're going to leave that at the side, but we need to mix in more peppers, garlic, seasoning salt, Italian seasoning, and hot peppers. So we're just going to mix that in really quickly. Just like that. Get everything nice and going. So, that has actually been cooking for 30 minutes for just the broth. And before I was filming, I put in collard greens, so they only have been in there 5 minutes because I wanted to show you how to cut your collard greens and make them nice. So I already have a few cuts here, which is really cool. So, but your collard greens, you should always make sure you clean them by cutting out the middle. That white rind, you don't want that inside your collard green. And once you do that, you tear it off and you put them in layers just like this. Once again, your collard greens come in a big leaf with a rind in the middle. You cut that out. I don't need anybody's collard greens that will leave that in there. It makes them really, really bitter because collard greens are already bitter. So, now that I have these already cut, I'm going to put this in the sink, just like that. And all you have to do is layer them just like this. It's really easy. Just like that. And then you take your collard greens, you turn them over, and you roll them as best as you can. Just like this. Roll them. And you get yourself a nice sharp serrated knife. I usually use my knife and place it in like this so I don't cut my finger sideways. And then go in and then I turn it the right way and I slice it. That's one slice. Then I take my collard greens and I put them face down now and I see what's open and fold thinly. Then I take my knife, instead of using it this way, I slide it down and between my fingers, turn it back up, and then slice. So now that I'm slicing, now I take my knife and I serrate very sort of half an inch of leaves. Make it nice. And even layers. Every single one of my collard greens are usually the same size. I never have these huge collard greens, or most people don't cut them into nice little layers. They just slice them and leave long pieces. Like you have like this huge long piece. Why? Cut your collard greens, please. So I cut my collard greens. I find the bigger pieces, just like that, and I cut them. So if you notice, my collard greens are really nice and tough. Like you might find a big piece, but you won't find anything bigger than that. So after that, all you have to do is take your collard greens, take them over to your pot, and you grab them whole, and you place them in. Yes, like that. All your seasoning, all your garlic. Place them in and let them cook for another 30 minutes on high. And the reason why I said high, on high flame, because you have enough juices in there to have them cook really fast. But now, since I added more collard greens raw, I'm going to grab my apple cider and I'm going to pour it right in. I'm going to use half. Yep, I'm going to use half. And if I need more, I will. Looks like I used more than that. So I'm going to place that like that. And I'm going to get those collard greens down there. Now I'm going to leave this on high for 30 minutes only, so they can get nice and tender, and it will cook out most of the juice and water, because it will evaporate. It will evaporate, and then you will have nothing but collard greens. The collard greens should not be greasy, and you should not be using hog maws and pieces of pig. It's not healthy. That is the old way. The real way to cook collard greens is to use really healthy ingredients. In certain times where people were brought over as slaves, the masters would make them cook the collard greens just like this, healthy. But then the people that were slaves had to find a way to make those collard greens tender and taste good. So that's why they use all of those bad ingredients, because they were giving the leftovers and nothing healthy. So this is the healthy way to cook the collard greens, either with the smoked turkey or without it. So I use the champagne because that's what my father used. And he usually just used one. And as you keep filling up your pan with collard greens, you must keep adding apple cider. And you must keep adding a little bit of seasoning salt and a little bit of hot pepper. And you should have a whole container of vegetable broth. Just pour in. And that's it. And just let them cook. After you get all of them in, every time you place a bunch of collard greens in, make sure you place your apple cider. Every time you do one, that's a lot of collard greens right there. Just picking them up and putting them in, because collard greens are very bitter. So, on that note, this is Monty saying, hey, I'll see you in 30 minutes and show you what those collard greens look like with the onions and peppers and apple cider. It's so good. I'll see you in a few minutes. So this is MonteysStyle. I'll see you in 30. All right. Cha-cha. Hi guys, and we're back. We're back for making what? Our collard greens in 30 minutes. So easy, so simple. And don't forget, once you put your pot on the stove and you add all of your ingredients, which is 2 cups of water, the vegetable broth, the champagne, the apple cider, and all all of your seasonings, and don't forget your onions and the peppers, and you let that cook for at least 30 minutes to maybe 35 minutes. Or if you want to put a smoked turkey in there, you have to let that cook for an hour so all that ingredients gets into there and makes it all juicy. But if you're only using vegetables and vegetable broth, 30 minutes, let it all cook in there with all the seasoning, and you'll be great. Please do not put fat like hog mugs and all this pig into your food, unhealthy food. Let's be healthy. Let's do it the way it was supposed to be. Okay? Let's just call out my people saying, listen, I can't eat collard greens and you gotta smother it in hot sauce. That's not collard greens, darling. Alright? So, let's get a taste of those collard greens. I've been waiting. So, once again, collard greens, 30 minutes, ready. Let's see. They should be thinking. Now, once again, my paper towels to wipe my collar. As you can see, look at that. You can actually see the pepper. And you can look at these collard greens. Do you see any grease? They're not greasy. You have a little bit of juice in there, which is great. Let's taste them. Those are good. And I mean, I don't taste any bitterness. Oh, wow. Now my drink. You must have thought I forgot about my drink. But these collard greens are really good. You see my onions. You see my peppers. Isn't that great? I'm so happy. So, hey now, small now. You can serve this with rice and any kind of meat, or just have it just like this with a glass of red wine. Collard greens go great with a glass of red wine every time. So, hey now, smile now. Collard greens now. Giving you taste. Giving you MonteysStyle what? Collard greens, healthy way. Remember, healthy way. Call on my people. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Went down the wrong pipe, but I appreciate you. Especially with the collard greens. So I'll see you soon when I'm doing items that you can buy for men. And why can't men be sexy too? I like to be sexy, nothing wrong with it. So, I'm going to give you cars and food and everything else, but this is MonteysStyle saying bye on his collard greens. I'll see you later. They're ready. That's a whole pot for 4 people. Groups. Right, bye now. Hey now, it's fun now. Love you guys. Gotta go. Collard greens.